this next video, I'm gonna show you how to draw the Woody way, drawing Humpty Dumpty from Humpty Dumpty After the Fall. And I'm gonna sound a little high pitched because I did accelerate the video a little bit. Anyway, enjoy. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do a drawing to go with the Humpty Dumpty and show you how I like to draw the Woody way. So I'll first start off with a pencil and I'll just kind of like move kind of like really lightly. I don't know if you could see it from there, but I'm moving my whole arm so my elbow does not touch the table, just like that. And then from there, then I can go ahead and just add, you know, some legs going up around this way, and up around here as well. So here are the feet. Now, I'm drawing the cover of the red Humpty Dumpty book, which actually is a reference to Michelangelo's painting The Creation of Adam. So, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you can see the actual pencil sketches, but I'm gonna just start off lightly so I can kind of show you how I draw. So we're gonna have the egg there and it's kind of broken there. Now, this part here, the reason why I like to start in pencil is because that way if I mess up, it's not really that big of a deal. So I have the egg yolk right in here, and I can just kind of go lightly, and if I need to fix something and erase it, I can. Not a problem at all. So here are the arms. Like I said, I really hope you guys can kind of see the pencil lines, but if not, I apologize. I do like to start off really, really light and kind of go from there. So here we go. All right. So here's the main basic shapes. And then once I have the shapes down, now the reason I know where the muscles go in my drawing is because I've been drawing for so long, it's kind of become second nature. But if you're just starting to learn how to draw and you're not able to learn how the muscles look, then I recommend that you use comic books. I actually use comic books because superheroes, that's the way I started. I looked at superheroes and that kind of helped me get like the body structure and so forth. So that would be my tip, use comic books. All right, now once I have the drawing down, the next step is I'll take a thick permanent marker like this, and I'll just come in and draw some nice, quick, thick outlines all across my pencil sketch like that. And I like to call this drawing the Woody way. It's a technique that I've developed that I really enjoy. It's fun, it's easy, it's quick, and anyone can learn it. Now, it doesn't all have to be perfect. As you can see, some of these lines aren't exactly perfect, but it doesn't matter because you can fix it later. So I'm just kind of coming in with kind of a general shape here and a little bit more extended down. There as well. Now, you might be wondering, why am I starting so thick? That's kind of a stylistic thing that I do. As I said, I like to call it how to draw the Woody way, and that's that thick lines on the outside, and then I'm use a medium thick Sharpie after that, and get kind of like maybe some nice thinner lines in some areas. But you know what? I don't know. I don't think I like these. I think it's too thick for me. So let's go ahead and go all the way down to the thinnest Sharpie. I mean, there are thinner ones like micron pens and so forth. And see where I have messed up a little bit, where it's kind of a little bit wobbly, I can just straighten it out with the pen afterwards like that. So not a problem at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the cracks in the eggshell here and finish it out right down here as well. Now you see, once you start having some thick lines and thin lines, it's gonna start looking a little bit more kind of professional looking. I kind of took this style, I kind of based it off of like graffiti artists. I've always liked kind of graffiti art. I mean, I don't condone drawing on walls, that's not your property, but I do like the style of graffiti art, the look of it, not the concept of it necessarily, but the look of it. So here we go. I'm gonna add maybe a few little points there. Now here's the key. What I like to do is I like to make little triangles, and that's gonna sharpen everything. You see I draw like 2 lines like that into a triangle, so I draw the outlines there, and then I kind of make the thin lines a little bit thick, a little bit thin, just like that, and it makes it look a little bit more kind of finished. So here we go. Here's my other triangle there, kind of sticks out there a little bit. Same here, little triangle there, and fill it in. And I don't know if you guys can notice that, but it kind of makes it very sharp. I guess that's the word for it. So here we go. I'm sharpening the edges, and I kind of picked a complicated piece here. I guess I could have come up with something much easier, but I don't know, I just thought this would be a real nice one to start off with. So here we go. Triangles, and fill them in. Triangles, and fill them in. Now from here, it's starting to take form. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to find where are some different thicker shadow areas, and go ahead and thicken some of the lines in there. And also with the egg, I'm gonna try to find maybe some cracks on one side here like that. And so that makes it a little bit more three-dimensional kind of. A little bit here like this. And voila. Very nice. Now from here, I wonder if I should add a face on here. I won't, and then I'll get to decide later if I want to. Now where I see some shadows, what I like to do is I like to do kind of some lines like that, kind of like hash lines, kind of coming up this way, and I'll leave a little bit of the reflected light right here. You see that thin line over there? That's kind of like a little bit of reflected light like that, and so it kind of makes it look like it comes out a little bit, but not fully. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the triangles in here, maybe some of the triangles in here, maybe a few little triangles in here, and then I'll come in with more shadow. So I'm kind of pretending like the light source is coming from this side, and so there's gonna be more shading down on this side like that. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay. Very nice. Maybe a little bit more down here. Now I sometimes leave a little bit of reflected light like that. Sometimes I don't. I think it's okay to not have it all the time. You just kind of like wing it and see what looks good, what doesn't, and you kind of go from there. So here I'm gonna add, I don't know, I think I kind of want it on here where the hand is. So beautiful. All right, it's looking pretty good. Now, right now I've just got some hatching, which is a little bit of shading done with like even lines. And I'm also gonna add maybe some pointillism as well, like little dots. So that's another way of shading. If you wanna use pen and ink to shade, you can do that. And that way you just have a little bit of variety of texture, like that, very nice. And here oh, I almost forgot. He's got some nice little pants like that. Here we go. And thickening up just a little bit there. Voila. Maybe a little button here. Little line right there. Very, very nice. All right, I'm gonna finish off the egg shadows on this side. And I'm also gonna go ahead and, I don't know, maybe I should do the whole thing black in there? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think it should be black. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, let's go ahead and curve the shadow. I don't want it to go in the same direction as this. I want it to be something a little bit different. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I can go up and down with it. I don't know, here we go. All right, why not? I'm gonna go up and down with it, just like this. Here we go, all the way up and down. Now I'm actually gonna start from the egg part here on up. And you might wonder, why is it that it seems like I can do lines so easily? Some people might have a hard time doing a straight line. The secret is going quickly and confidently. I'm just going straight on through, but I'm trying to stop right at the right spot. And don't worry if you make a mistake, because some of the most beautiful parts of a drawing are the mistakes. So really just don't worry about it, you know, and you can always either fix it or leave it, and it could just be kind of like a little signature that you have where, you know, that mistake is almost kind of like a signature on there. So with art, it's very subjective. So there you go. You know what? It's okay. I don't really love it. So like that, I think is a mistake, because I thought maybe going up and down would work, but since I don't love it, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. And because my other option, remember I said, was why don't we just make it solid? And so if I just go ahead and make it solid instead, that was my backup. So in my mind, I knew that if it didn't work, I had the option of making the rest of it solid. So when I come in and make it a total solid black, I'll do the edges first to make sure I don't go out of the lines. And then from here, I can fill in the rest and not have to worry about going out of the lines. And you know what? I think that works. All right, very, very nice. Now, we're heading on over to the pants here. Oh man, this is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. I might have to do this on speed, a speed reel. I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna see if maybe my son or my wife might know, and they could maybe help me so we can kind of speed this up just a little bit. Here we go, we've got some shadows here. Well, looky there. I actually did figure out how to speed up the video and plus add voiceover as well. Now, I wanted to go over something, the woody way of drawing that I'm doing here. The concept really is starting with a thick outline on the outside and then thin lines on the inside. Once you start going from thick on the outside and thin on the inside, it makes it, for some reason, makes it look really professional. It makes it look graphic, makes it look like a graphic design, like a logo, but you encompass you kind of contain everything with a thick line, and then the little details of the thin lines on the inside just really enhance it. So that's really the concept of drawing the woody way. And then, of course, you mix up the lines after that as well. Now, if you don't have too much time, you can make it a little bit messier and don't have to worry about the perfection of lines. Just let your inner creativity flow like that. Here we go. And another thing I like to do is maybe go real fast on one side and maybe curve it on the other side. So the top part might not look quite as dark as the bottom part. So the bottom part, I make the lines closer, and the top parts I can make the lines a little bit further out. And then, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a curvature. And then after that, I can also add more lines coming up this way to darken the shadow parts. So it's like he's wearing darker pants. However, you can also see that there is some shading down there as well. Now another thing that can work is instead of going in the same grain, I can actually do cross hatching. So I'll do another set of lines, but not in the same direction, and that's more like cross hatching. So here we go. Take a look how I'm doing that, and that gives a little bit of more kind of a different look to it as well, a different technique. So I can do cross hatching, I can do stippling, just hatching, and the darker I want it, the more lines that I'll add on it. So here we go. Wow. I know you guys might be thinking, wow, this is taking so long. I just don't have the patience for it. But you know what? It is a lot of fun. I love, love, love drawing in this style. Now, when I do a cartoon, it's a lot easier and it's a lot quicker. So, but this one here is a little bit more realistic. I mean, I'm referencing a Michelangelo masterpiece. So, of course, obviously, that would be take a much longer. I think Michelangelo himself probably didn't take 10 minutes to finish his masterpieces. So, I don't know, is this 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that? Anyway, I'm not totally finished, but I mean, I could do more, but this will give you an idea of what the drawing could look like. So the nice thing is when you put it on a Xerox machine, you shrink it, and it looks like a logo. And so, and I can, if I address it to somebody, I have a little room on top to such and such, and I can sign my name right down here. Boom, and we are done. Now, I can give this one away to one lucky winner if you subscribe to my channel and just send me a comment under this video that says Humpty Contest, and then feel free to write questions, and then maybe like the best question I get from all who subscribe and comment, I will mail this to your school, and you can have it. So anyway, and I'll write your name, so to such and such. So anyway, good luck. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and please stay safe. Take care.